Hello everybody, welcome back to Project Ember, coming at you with some post-commentary this time for chapter 21X, because this chapter is pretty uneventful. It's a really dull Gaiden chapter, and we unfortunately cannot warp skip it, so it's not like a shorter one like all the previous most of the previous Gaiden chapters have been. This one's just a real slog. It feels like Project Ember changed this map even more to just be more of a grind fest to like prepare you for the end game maps that are coming up, because we obviously have some very big maps coming up, so it feels like this is your opportunity to train units. There's a lot of EXP to get in this map, but it's a real like I'm just gonna show you why I've edited the footage. So yeah, I'm actually watching the footage of me already played. I've already played this map, and I'm gonna speed up some of it and make some cuts and just get through all the stuff, because I don't really need to show it all. And we're coming towards the end of the Let's Play. I just kind of want to get this wrapped up. And just showing some of the units here. So Saul's getting really good. Lena's great. I'm also bringing OJ as well. He actually manages to make a comeback in this map. And I'm actually bringing him to the next map. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing post-commentary for everything. Like, it really helps in this map where I kind of... Because doing live commentary, especially for the whole time while I'm playing a map like this, where I also take a really long time when I'm playing Fire Emblem as well. Like, I take my time to make my moves most of the time. Whether I make good decisions is up to you, but, yeah, so it's kind of easy for maps like this, where there's not a whole lot going on. It's just me to do post-commentary. It's much easier. And it also just means less editing for me. I know it kind of doesn't make sense, because I am having to sit and watch the video now and talk over it. But I think in the long run it actually means less editing. So it's less time looking for spaces where I'm just sat silent. When I'm editing this footage together, I'm more looking for just the interesting gameplay moments, and that's a lot easier to do. And it's kind of funny, I haven't really noted this, but I always usually go the A route, so I never get Elfin as a playable character. I always get Lauren. It's always really weird seeing Elfin talk and not actually be a playable unit. I don't know. Just knowing that he should be playable. He's just not in the route we're going. But anyway, yeah, so I've sped up the footage quite a little bit, because this map is slow and I'm slow. I'm just gonna show mostly, I'm gonna show most of the first few turns, just the interesting stuff that happens. Like Walt getting a crit here. Yeah, I haven't played this game in quite a while, so I was just a little rusty and trying to get used to it again. It's been a couple months or so, but yes, there is status saves on this map, just showing you how huge the silent staff range is. He tries to go for Lelina quite a few times, but her magic and, well, I can't remember if it's magic or resistance that it's based off in GBA. I'm pretty sure it's always resistance. Her resistance is capped, so Lelina just dodges it. I don't really have to worry about the silence too much, but yeah, this map is just very grindy in Project Ember. I don't really agree with the way they changed it. If I was personally gonna make a ROM hack FE6, but I mean, who am I to comment on that? If this is one they wanted to do, that's completely fine. However, I think it's fine to have a map where we can grind EXP before the end game. That's perfectly fine, I guess, but at least give us the option to skip it. This made it feel very forced. Like, why? Okay, well, why have you balanced the game in a way that you need to have a chapter where it forces me to get levels on my characters? I already feel like my characters are broken as hell in terms of like where stat caps are and where characters usually end up at GBA. Like, my characters, you'll see in some of the level ups they're getting, they're just juggernauts already, but enemies also do a hell of a lot of damage. But I'm hitting a lot of stat caps. Roy has been capped for a very long time on most of his stats, so I don't really know how things are going to go, but that's why honestly I just had to suck it up and just take the long road with this map. So this is why we're just speeding things up, and I'm just gonna get through things quickly. But yeah, I actually end up using OJ. We're gonna get a lot more unit slots now. Like, the next map has 18 unit slots, which is a lot of units compared to what we don't usually get that many. So OJ actually, like, he has really good speed. His speed was always really good. He just kind of had lacking defenses and attack. But he actually manages to do quite well here, and he'll get a few level ups, so that's pretty good. So still trying to get Faye up, because Faye is really useful, so he's kind of just free. I don't know if this game's going to give us another Divine Stone. That would be pretty nice. And yeah, and you'll see in this map, I am trying to fish for Saul to get his weapon rank. Because now I can use Purge, now I have A rank, which is really, really nice. I have another one in the Convoy. So obviously for endgame maps, I mean, I'm guessing the enemy is going to have a lot of that stuff, so I want as much of that stuff as possible too. So yeah, I'm mainly living in stuff like the level ups, which we all want to see. Echidna against an atrocious level up there. Though again, I don't think Echidna's growths are really that great anyway. But yeah, for the next map, we'll go back to live commentary, and I'll just edit it in the normal way. Or not all. It really depends. I'm sorry for the inconsistency. This is how it is, especially when you're playing Fire Emblem. And you kind of don't know what's the best way to go about things. Yeah, I just want to get this game nice and wrapped up. And yeah, that's a classic OJ level. His speed is really, really good. It's just everything else kind of sucks. Yeah, you can see why. Like, this is sped up. This map would have gone on for way too long, and it's just not very interesting. There's not really a lot to talk about because there's not a lot of strategy. You can see the enemies hit quite hard. Yeah, this happened. I didn't check this Swordmaster. He had a light brand. So yeah, I reset because I let Lauren get hit by a Swordmaster. OJ gets better level up that time. Okay, yeah, I literally just repeat the same thing. I'm not playing with save states or anything. Yeah, OJ nearly died there. Yeah, I let Lauren go in the same range again. But she just dodged. And yeah, this is why we can't warp the map. So this boss room is freaking ridiculous. So I tried to warp skip it. I warped in Roy to see what would happen. And yeah, the boss creates a ton of clones of himself, all with unique weapons like Devil Axe, Killer Axe, Brave Axe, and they're all like high strength. And the Sages and the Dark Bishops and the Swordmaster are in there. Like, no one is going to survive that room, so you really cannot warp to kill the boss. Because the map ends when you kill the boss. Also, terrible level up there, Geese, but whatever. Faye killing an archer here, but what was I saying? Yeah, you can't warp to kill the boss. The map only ends when you kill the boss, and you don't know which one's the right one until you initiate combat, because then you'll actually get a battle quote. And yeah, OJ gets to kill small things. This is where I've cut out most of the action now. I'm just skipping ahead to the good bits. Because nothing's really happening. Yeah, look, his stats are pretty good now. Like, 20 strength. 14 defense is decent. Could be better, but, you know, he has the Cortain too. But yeah, I've skipped ahead a ton of turns now. Now we're at the boss room, because it's literally just, like, slowly moving in to just close in on the boss room. But this boss room actually proved to be kind of fun, because there is a lot going on here, and the enemy, the clones of the boss will, like, screw you up if you just place, like, if you place yourself in range of a lot of them. A lot of them have ranged attack as well. Also, Roy level defense. I just thought I'd show you that. But yeah, it isn't too difficult, but it was kind of interesting. It was a decent boss room. Yeah, I nearly let Sophia die. That was terrible, because I would have had to restart for her or let her die, because I don't play with save states. Because I'm not going to cheat. But yeah, so the other reason why I'm pretty convinced that they designed this map to be a grinding map is because every single clone of the boss gives boss EXP. They give a crazy amount of EXP, like a full level up to even my promoted, you know, late level units. They give a lot of EXP. So there's a lot of EXP to be got here, and you only defeat the map. Well, so you only beat the map when you defeat the true boss. And he's the only one that has a battle quote, so that's how you know which one's which. But yeah, like, this guy does 23 damage to Roy with a Silver Lance. So even Roy is not going to last that long on his own. Just sat there. And yeah, still feeding kills the Faye. You can see how much experience we're getting. Obviously, Faye always gets a lot of experience. But yeah. She's going to be very useful. Like, she's force deployed in the endgame, so she might as well have good stats, you know? And yeah, I nearly let Fear die here as well. All these spear guys could hit. This was a really stupid move. I think I brought her in there to trade some stuff. And then I didn't rescue her out. Yeah. She may have good avoid, but against these generals with spears, yeah, it's not great. But yeah, the map's nearly finished up, so like as you can see, this is much quicker and a much easier format, and you've really not missed out on anything in terms of this map. But obviously the next map is very different. That's actually like a kind of fun and notorious map, so I want to do that the conventional way. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that. Let me know what you think. If you prefer this style, then maybe I can just keep going with this style of a video to finish up the series and potentially for future things as well. And yeah, because I reset because Lorem died this time, it turned out Saul didn't get his weapon rank at the start, so I needed to get it then. And yeah, Walt's gonna just grab some EXP. So like I said, yeah, there's a lot of EXP to mop up here, so I'm just showing you all the levels that I've managed to get. Yeah, I mean, my units have really great stats all around, so it was kind of worrying that it was incentivizing me to get this much EXP, but so that's why I just took it. I didn't try and cheese the map, because clearly the game wants me to have all these EXP and train all these units. Be prepared for the next few maps. So yeah, here's the actual boss. He has a battle quote, so that's how we know. So we can finish up the map pretty soon here. That'll be all she wrote for this guidance chapter. A nice crit from Gonzalez. We always just like to see Berserkers critting. That's like one of the main reasons we're all here, right? And he leveled Rez. I couldn't believe it. And speaking of Berserkers critting, it's so good. I could watch that all day. Yeah, like look at this. Look at all that EXP. And I decided to just let Walt kill the actual boss. So yeah, that's all for this chapter. Pretty simple stuff. The enemies just hit hard, so just be careful. But yeah, nothing too much to add. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna let the ending sequence play out just after we get the Maltet, which is the legendary lance. It'll get placed in Roy's inventory. So yeah, got the Maltet. It's a 1-2 range lance in this hack, and yeah, it'll definitely get used in the next map. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and let the outro of this map play out, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.